Hey guys, today we're going to talk about my bucket list for 2021. First of all, a very happy new year for this 2021. Hopefully, it goes without masks and viruses and anything bad. So let's make a bucket list for 2021, and of course, the bucket list for people with plans. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's dive in. One of my topmost wish list for 2021 is to get a very large Monstera deliciosa, one that would encompass maybe this part of my room and just sit in the corner. And I don't need a bed or anything, I just need a very large Monstera deliciosa. Uh, what I would do to get that. A lot of those are available in Bombay in many nurseries. It's very easy to get there and in Pune and all of that. And some large monsteras are even available in Delhi. But not it's not yet available locally in Kolkata and becomes and um, online it's really expensive, but the leaves are not as large. They are baby monstera deliciosas, which are so expensive on platforms like Wow and Soil and everywhere else. It's okay for having one, but my dream monstera deliciosa is those big fenestrations, leaves, and everything. Oh my god. Uh, I just want a large one and get it in my home. I will just sit and stare at it all day long. That's my topmost wish list for 2021. Second, my bucket list with for 2021 won't be complete without philodendron in it, right? Philodendron, my last video was on philodendron or my philodendron collection. I should be called philodendron. I think it's still philodendron something. Anyway, so yeah, philodendron pink princess. Have you seen the leaves? I mean, I've heard that the leaves, they don't stay pink for very long and all of that. It's fascinating. How can leaves be pink? Like, how? How does nature do that? I mean, nature creates such beautiful tapestry and all of that. Yeah, talking of philodendrons, this was my wishlist plan from 2020, and I got it, and I'm really happy. This is also a philodendron. How does nature create this? How? I'm gonna open my wish list from Instagram. So there's a section called if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see a wish list of plants that I shared with you guys as well. So I'm gonna open that and talk about it more because that has a lot of plants. First plants in wish list is this Thai constellation Monstera deliciosa. It's a aspirational plant. I mean, it's really an aspiration to have that. I have seen some of them available in the hilly areas of this country, but I have never seen one in local nursery ever. I have never seen one in any of the local nurseries. I don't know if any one of you guys own this, but this is definitely something I've seen with some of the plant collectors who are located in hilly areas like Darjeeling, Gangtok, and all of that. Next up on the list is Pilea peppermoids, Chinese money plant. I have been wanting that for so long. It was a wish list for 2020, but I bought it from Macau and I also killed it. I don't know how. I'm still trying to figure that out, and it's very expensive. It's so uncommon that it's very expensive on online shops, and it's really hard. It hurts me when I kill it. So I mean, I'm trying to figure out why. This weather is not really suitable for Chinese money plant. It used to be grown in hilly and cold and dry areas, and Kolkata is definitely not that. But it's just something. Uh, it's just one of those wish list plans that you want to have but can't have. There are many there. We'll talk more about that. Aspirational plants. So this wishlist plant is not very aspirational. It's found common, but I don't have it yet. But it's very unique and very lovely and can survive Indian weather. So it's ponytail palm. I saw that in many of the local nurseries. I regret not picking it up when I saw it, but I have not seen it ever since. So it's probably available somewhere or the other. I've not tried hard to look at it. I know I'll get it somewhere or the other. So this is one of those plants that I would really love to have. It's like it has a ponytail on top with hairs on it, and it's just one of the hardy plants that we can get for this weather. Um, So yeah, this is one of my wish list plants. There are peperomia is something. I don't own a single peperomia in my collection, and I am hoping to have one. It's again a succulent variety, and it's an aspirational thing. You'll see that I don't have any succulent because they don't survive this way. They don't. I mean, they just don't. Another plant that I have is this fascia japonica. I don't know if I'm spelling it correctly. It's variegated fascia japonica. It's just a beautiful plant. I don't think it's. I think it's a wild plant in India right now. Again, it's my guess. I think I saw it in wild a lot of times. Not the variegated one, but the normal one. And but I don't know if that is something that they sell in India. It's very popular plant in the States and Europe, and I saw in some of the Instagram videos there. Variegated fascia japonica is aspirational wishlist plant. A very large fiddle fig leaf plant. Uh, it's a very statement plant, and I've seen it in a lot of places in India. It's not like it's uncommon in India, but what I've not seen very commonly in especially Kolkata nurseries is a very large fiddle fig. Some of you guys have also asked me on Instagram where I buy. Even I'm looking for a large fiddle fig leaf. It's just one of those statement plants. I have gotten a very small one from Amazon, and I'm trying to grow it big. Maybe it will take years, and I'll grow old. And I'll grow 50 years old, which is not okay. I want to Oh, okay. So the next wishlist plant. This is one of my. I've not seen it anywhere. It's a succulent variety. A string of turtles, and it's called Peperomia prostrata, and it looks like turtles. It looks like a string of turtles. I mean, that has to be a fascinating thing, right? And one of the most wonderful things is a flowering string of turtles. You should see. I'll attach a picture of every one of these on the side, and it's breathtaking. String of turtles. I mean, you have a turtle falling on a string, and the flowers are so beautiful, red, pointy things. It's just, I think it's flowers, right? You let me know if you know whether these are flowers, but there are red things coming out of a string of turtles that I'm seeing right now, which I will attach beside my screen somewhere here or here. The next, okay, next is another philodendron, philodendron Burlmax. For some of you guys who are not in Kolkata, maybe other parts of India, in Bombay, I was recently in Bombay for work reason. There I saw philodendron Burlmax, philodendron Red Emerald randomly in cafes and all the streets and everything, but I can't find a single philodendron Burlmax in Kolkata, any of the nurseries, and no one is selling them online. I want philodendron Burlmax. I have been wanting them for so long. It's beautiful. It's plain green philodendron. I know it has no fancy pink or anything, but I just love a tall bushy philodendron Burlmax. I have not seen a single one physically in Kolkata. If I see anyone anywhere, I'll just pick it up at whatever price they ask me to. It's just one of those plants. And the next, Galatia freddie. Yeah, I plan to own more Galathias because Galathia should do well because the majority of the year in Kolkata is humid. So I plan to own a little bit more Galathias, but I want to be that daredevil in 2021 to get more Galathias. Well, I'll let you know whether I cry after that or I'm happy after that. Another wishlist plant, Alocasia. Which variety is this? Alocasia fried deck. Fried deck. Am I spelling it correctly? I don't know. But it's beautiful. All alocasias are my favorite, and they're grown from bulbs, so they deteriorate and then they grow back. Uh, I'm killing the second alocasia that I have, so I'm very afraid of this group of plant. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've not been able to figure that part out. Once I figure it out, I'll let you guys know. But alocasias are one of my failures in plant journey. Philodendrons kuami ferum. I saw this plant. I could not even see its leaf, but the stem itself is worth the plant. I mean, what is how does nature create the stem? How? Okay, that's another philodendron on my wish list. The next one is maidenhair fern. Okay, I have just one fern in my collection right now. And again, ferns are one of those category of plants that does really, really well in humid weather. That is here in Kolkata majority of the year. So I plan to double down on my fern collection and a lot of ferns. I cannot put any fern inside the room. I will have to put it outside. So to make space for that, the top rack I'm thinking of putting a lot of ferns. And so the next plant is one of the Hoya. So I have two Hoya collections right now, but my wishlist plant in Hoya is Hoya parviflora splash. Beautiful leaves. It's like the stars are sprinkled on the leaves, or sweet sugar or flour is sprinkled on the leaves. It's just beautiful. I mean, uh, it's one of my wishlist plants. Again, another wish list is this is kind of a weird wish, not a list, but a wish. I already have a Fritonia, which was one of my wish list plans in 2020. But in 2021, I want to figure out how to make a Fritonia flower. Have you seen Fritonia's flower? It's so beautiful. There's this pointy, squiggly thing coming out of it, and it's just so beautiful. Did you know Fritonia's flower? I didn't know that before I saw this picture. Okay. The next in the wishlist plant is a very aspirational plant, which is a variegated string of pearls, a healthy one that I don't kill. How do I do it? I don't know. I think I'll have to buy one of those greenhouse climate control thingies to store these plants that can't survive the Kolkata weather if I want to have it. But I haven't figured out a DIY way to do it in a very cheap manner. The next in my wish list is this plant that I came to know of from Geeks of Green. If you love plants, you should definitely follow her channel as well. I think you already do. Like, she's very famous on YouTube. Uh, she shared on Instagram this plant called Boia volubilis. I don't know if I'm spelling it correctly, but the name is so unique. The plant is so unique. It's like this bulb that get so it's a combination of ripsalis and a base of ponytail palm and the hair of a ripsalis. So it's a strange plant that I want to have just because of its name and its shape. Boia volubilis, climbing sea onion plant. So the common name is sea onion plant. That's pretty much my wish list for 2021. There is two more wish list that I have, which is wish matlab, I just want to do it more often. Instead of buying more plants, I want to focus on more on growing. So this year, my idea is, we all, if we have a terrace or something, it's okay. You get sun, you have space, you can figure out the growing part. You can grow vegetables, flowers, this and that. Well, you can figure it out somehow. You'll make a couple of mistakes, but ultimately you'll figure it out. But one of the most challenging parts in cities and towns, especially, is lack of space. So maybe you don't have a terrace. Maybe you just have a window. Maybe you just have a east-facing balcony, which is not very spacious. Uh, how can you grow flowering veggies like chili, tomatoes, and all that? That's one of my challenges, and I'm planning to focus more on growing and less on buying. And one of those growing parts comes with more and more herbs, more and more veggies and edibles and all of that, and more propagating of existing plants and not buying more collectibles. Although these are wishlist plans, I don't see. I'm sharing this wishlist plan because, like, even though those are wishlist plans, doesn't mean that go and buy all of them. If I find any one of them and it's at a reasonable price, I'll buy it. Otherwise, I'll not buy it because. Uh, have you seen the ridiculous plant prices outside sometimes? Another plant oath that I've taken for 2021 is to not get stressed about yellow leaves, and unwell plants or killing plants. That's one of the things all of us grapple with. And I try to normalize more and more about it on my Instagram and Facebook that yes, plants are killed. Even if you can be a very seasoned gardener and you've been gardening for years, you'll still kill plants and they will have pests and all of that. But not to get stressed about it. Take it positively and move on. That's one of the things I'm focusing on this year. So, once again, happy 2021 and hope you guys are safe, healthy, and happy. And hope gardening and these videos help you in some way to relax and chill. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe or hit the like button, comment below on what your wishlist plants are, and I will see you in the next video.